Hey guys, I thought I'd talk a little bit of a longer form video about this grey area drinker where you've now given up alcohol and you're feeling amazing. You're feeling very happy with yourself. You're feeling that sense of difference. The renewed energy. You're starting to feel your waistline get smaller. You're feeling your sleep is getting better. And you're in a situation where the biggest unhappiness, sorry, my dog. You're feeling a situation where the hardest part of this, the biggest situation that you find yourself in is how you are connecting with people and the issues with feeling the change in yourself and how to recalibrate to be in the world as this new version of yourself, as your real self without the alcohol. Seeing people drinking, being around people, sitting, you're on holiday, people are sitting around the pool drinking that cold beer, and you've spent years doing that, and you don't know how to be without that. It's not actually the drink that you miss. It's not the feeling. It's the way to be. It's how do I settle into this new version of myself, which I'm not quite familiar with. This is the hard part. Settling into that new version of yourself, or settling into the real version of yourself that you haven't quite fully met yet, and how to navigate places, and also the biggest one, how to navigate relationships with friends and family, close ones, loved ones, where alcohol has been something where it's been a normal way of connecting throughout your life. Pubs, restaurants, drinking, sitting at home, sharing a bottle of wine. Now that's gone. What do you do? These parts, these two main parts are the single biggest parts where you can relapse. I say relapse, but go back to drinking because you've convinced yourself, or someone else has convinced you, that you'll be okay, just have one. This is the most dangerous part, and this is where you either go back and undo all the work you've done, or you transform into you, the real version of you. Let's not pretend that it's a new version. Let's be honest, and let's be truthful about the fact that you don't need alcohol to be you. In fact, having alcohol is not something that you need, and you are you without alcohol. It is not part of your identity, regardless of who knows you, who tells you. No one needs alcohol as part of their identity. We build our identity around our beliefs and around who people think we are and who we identify. That I'm the drinker, or this is my drink. I drink gin and tonic, or I drink. People know you as that person. That's not you. You're just identifying around it. So when you break that down, you've kind of got to get used to being this new person. Now there are a lot of ways to be able to do that, but you're going to find it hard. It's going to be hard. Yeah, nothing, cliche statement, nothing good was ever easy. Nothing worth doing was ever easy. There are really hard parts to this, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real honest with you. There are. I never had a drink once I gave up, but I struggled immensely. A couple of the hardest parts for me were being able to connect with the main person in my life that I socially connected with, which was my brother. Everything we did involved alcohol. It really did. Now, it just doesn't. We have found new ways. We drink a ridiculous amount of coffee together. We go for lunch together. We exercise together. We spend time in saunas. We cold plunge together. We sit in the gym. We talk a lot more deeply about our lives, where mainly when we were younger and we used to connect with this, it used to be, dreaming. It used to be, we're saying that dreaming's bad, it's not, but it was stuff like football. It was stuff like girls. It was gossiping. There were lots of things that we used to do that were fueled by alcohol. And we managed to navigate that, but it took time. It really took time. And I think that my brother knew that this was actually to stay. But there was a point when we didn't see each other for quite a while. And I kind of went a little bit hermit, and I didn't feel quite comfortable going out due to this recalibration of getting to know myself. And it was hard. It was hard going on holiday for the first time to a hot place, sitting around the pool watching everyone drink. I can remember that being a big, big thing. And even to this day, I will go away and there are parts of me that struggle a little bit still. I don't want the drink, but there are tiny little fragments of that old version of me that used to associate relaxation, enjoyment, with that feeling of drinking. That first initial part where, you get the beer buzz and the endorphins and all that, and seeing people laugh and having fun and everything. And then those moments don't last for very long, and I can quite easily navigate them now, but they are still there. Even nearly 9 years it's been, and they're still there. But those two main things are the biggest part of either putting you into the relapse and going back to the old ways, which you don't want, or transforming. Now, to break down a little bit more the part where you go back, there are ways, one big way to stop yourself from doing that. Now, you need space. You need space and you need boundaries, and you need to be able to communicate with the people in your life. You need to be able to tell them your intentions, tell them why you're doing this, tell them your intentions and explain why. And they will have seen, and tell them how important it is to you. And if no one supports you, this is where it gets quite complicated and quite hard, especially if they're close friends and close family, because you've got to be willing to lose people, and that can be really hard. You don't want to get locked into arguments, and if anyone's going to start telling you who that homeostasis, I think it's called homeostasis, your relationships have been built up about who you are or who you've been over these years, and people are kind of grieving that. You're even grieving it yourself, and we will go further into that. But for now, please share this video with someone that needs to hear it, or if this is hitting the right parts of where you are right now, please comment and please DM me, because I want to make more of these videos, and this video is a lot longer than my normal ones. One want to go deeper into this stuff, I've been getting a lot of people send me messages about, I've been putting a big effort into the content that I've been putting up there, putting myself out there. And one thing is for sure, what I am talking about is not rock bottom alcoholics. I'm not saying that you haven't had a rock bottom. I had a rock bottom. But the difference between a rock bottom alcoholic is someone who's drinking vodka in the shower in the mornings just to survive. Yeah. And they're drunk at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not talking about the night before they've been up drinking. That's not you. That's not me. And if that is you, then I would honestly invite you and urge you to go and seek the help that you need. And I wish you all the best. What I'm talking about here is functional alcoholism or binge drinking. This is very different, because the kind of person that I was and the kind of person that I'm talking to, my journey and my experience is that you can draw a line in the sand and move forward without alcohol and live a clearer, more conscious life with no anxiety, with no dread, waking up clear with a clear conscience is priceless. There is no fun or evening that I would trade drinking with friends, doing whatever. There is no evening that I would trade for waking up in the morning and feeling clear in my head, knowing that I'm sober. There's no better feeling than feeling sober for me. And I know that there are millions of people out there that would love to feel like that and love living a life like that. If that's you, please follow me and please let me know. I honestly think that we together can create a movement, can create a little community online where we can help each other. Please talk to me, talk in the comments, and I look forward to continuing this journey of just being you. Thanks, guys.